Good afternoon and welcome to the NFHS Network. I'm Andrew Jensen alongside Thomas Conroy as we are about to start the Baseball Division 5 San Diego Section Championship game with Tri-City Christian taking on Mountain Empire. Thomas, should be a good matchup here. You got two teams not very familiar with each other, but a lot of talent on both sides.
Yeah, and they're both, good thing about it is they're very respectful of one another, kind of heard through the grapevine about one another, but never really actually played against one another or actually seen them as far as scouting. So it should be an interesting matchup, and both teams seem very confident in, with the way that they're playing right now, and especially the roads that they took here to get to the championship game.
So Mountain Empire will be the road team, will be the home team, and Tri-City Christian is the designated road team. If you want to go through the lineups here for Tri-City Christian, getting things going.
Yep, the Tri-City Christian Eagles will have number 3, Ryan Curry, playing second base, leading off for them. Number 5, Chris Doyle, the pitcher, will bat second. Batting third, number 15, Zach Rittmeyer. He'll be behind the dish. Number 14, Eric Frisch, is the shortstop for Tri-City, and he'll bat fourth. Batting fifth is number 1, Brandon Knight in right field. Number 10, Noah Rittmeyer. He'll bat sixth and play center field. In the 7 hole is number 7, Noah Wilddeck, and he'll play third base. Batting eighth is number 6, Sam Willis at first. And batting ninth is Trey Blackford, and he'll be in left field for Tri-City.
We'll go over the defensive alignment in just a sec here as we're underway. The first pitch from Wyatt Aguiar is in there for strike one. So Aguiar, the pitcher, catching is Ryan Sawyer. First base, Wyatt Mann. Second base, Sammy Jones. Shortstop, Jacob Nolan. Third base, Trevor Elliott. In left field, Seth Hodge. In center, Nathan Rose. In right field, Ian Estrada. 0-2 as that second pitch is in there as well. So Ryan Curry, the leadoff batter, in the hole 0-2 here. Aguiar's 0-2 pitch is swung and a miss, strike 3. So on 3 pitches, Curry goes down, and that brings up Chris Doyle.
Yeah, I liked how he expanded the strike zone right there. He had him ahead 0-2 and then lifted it up. Curry could have either taken it. Obviously, it looked like it would have been a ball, but he chose for it. It was right around his eyes. So good pitching there by Mountain Empire.
So Chris Doyle, number 2 batter, the pitcher for Tri-City, takes first pitch inside for ball 1.
Yeah, kind of a rarity. Both of these teams are not choosing to use a designated hitter in their lineups. Don't see that too often here in high school baseball.
That one hit sharply to left for a base hit. So Chris Doyle singles to left, and the first base runner of the game will bring up number 3 batter, Zach Reitmeyer, the catcher.
And you see why he's not DHing. He hit that pretty well to left field.
Yeah, that was sharply hit. So man on, 1 out, and Reitmeyer at the plate. Reitmeyer is Mr. Everything, according to Coach Klevener of the Eagles. Does a little bit of it all, and best player for the Eagles, according to the manager. And Reitmeyer takes that one down and away for ball 1.
Yeah, Coach Nolan even mentioned him in our pregame talk with us as he was one of the players that he's definitely going to be, he says he has to watch out for.
And that one outside 2-0, so you can see Aguiar kind of pitching away from him. Eric Fritz waits on deck, the cleanup batter for the Eagles.
Yeah, third baseman playing right, even with the bag.
Pick-off move and runner back in plenty of time. Mountain Empire coming out from Pine Valley, about an hour drive from here, just east of Alpine. Tri-City Christian coming down from Vista, half-hour drive or so. And we're on the campus of UCSD in La Jolla.
Good old speed pitch there by Wyatt Aguilar.
That one fouled away. The count goes to 1-2. 1 away. Curry led things off with the strikeout, and then Doyle with the single to left. So 1 away here, top half of the first D5. Game 1 of 2 we'll have here from UCSD. We'll have the D4 final coming up after this one. Another pickoff move, runner back. And then that will do it for the high school sports season. It's pretty amazing how fast it's gone by. It seemed like we were doing football just the other day, and now summer is here. Runner goes. Reitmeyer takes a catcher. Sawyer has a hard time handling it, and there's no throw down the second, so credit Doyle with the stolen base.
And, boy, give credit to Reitmeyer. He held up. I thought he committed to his swing. First base umpire said no, and as you mentioned, Andrew, Sawyer had trouble. Ball was in the dirt, and it was just a nice play for him to even block it and keep it in front of him. There was no chance that he was going to get Chris Doyle, who stole second easily.
2-2 pitch. Reitmeyer bloops it to right, and it will fall for a base hit. Estrada unable to get to it, and there'll be runners at the corners with one away.
Yeah, I thought initially off the bat, I thought it was going to be caught by Estrada, but he came in just a little bit slow. Maybe had trouble with the sun at first. But nice play there by Doyle because he did not want to get doubled up off of second. He stayed close to the bag, and then we realized when that ball was going to fall in front of the right fielder, he went to third easily. So runners on the corners for the Eagles here.
I'll bring up number 4 batter, Eric Fritz. And the ball gets away from the catcher. And Doyle will come home and score on the pass ball, and Reitmeyer will take second. So run in.
But I tell you, Andrew, this is the farthest to the backstop I've seen it for a high school championship game in the past 2 weeks. Some of them have been really tight, almost right on the back of the catcher. But this one is pretty far back. I would almost say close to 20 feet, maybe 15. I'm being too liberal, but at least 15 feet to the backstop. Once that ball went by Sawyer, that was no problem. Doyle could have walked in from third base.
Sawyer and Aguiar have a quick meeting at the mound just to make sure we're on the same page. Curry went down on 3 strikes, and after that, Tri-City has been able to capitalize. 2 singles and now a run scored on pass ball that went upstairs, ball 1. Would you call that a wild pitch or pass ball?
I would call that a wild pitch because it was in the left-hand hitting batter's box.
2-0 the count. Runner on second. That one inside, another wild pitch. This one will advance Reitmeyer to third.
Yikes. On the 3 balls in this at-bat, they've been a pass ball and 2 wild pitches. Aguiar, and, granted, it's a championship game. He's playing on a college field. Excuse me. Got to be a little nerves here for the young pitcher. So we got to give him a little bit benefit of the doubt here. Settle down a bit.
And that one away for ball 4. So a 4-pitch walk to Fritz, and that brings up Braden Knight, the right fielder now with runners up the corners.
Fielder Braden Knight.
One away.
Excuse me, Andrew. It's just going to be really interesting to see how long the leash Nolan gives to his pitching. He can't get too far behind here. This is a championship game. So you want to basically give your team a shot here to get back into this contest.
Now one away for ball 1. So Aguiar having a hard time finding the strike zone after that 3-pitch strikeout for the leadoff batter.
And you mentioned this is our last 2 broadcasts of the season. But don't forget about us because we'll be back in August as the football season will start early this year. So we'll just be away for a respite, and then we'll get back, recharge the batteries, see the world.
Enjoy the summer. Swung on and missed on the off speed there. Nice hack there by Knight, but swung through it.
We'll be
2-1.
We'll be like the college graduate backpacking across Europe.
Yeah, speak for yourself, man.
I know you're a hardworking guy. Right after this, I'm out of here.
I need to be close to a hospital. That one fell back towards us, even up the count, 2-2.
Good pitch here, inside on the hands.
Please to return the foul balls.
And high school football starts earlier this year,
Right,
than years past. So it'll be mid-August, which is weird because most schools start around Labor Day. And so by the time school starts, the season will be 2 or 3 weeks in.
And if you think about it, those teams probably have to come in 30 days before the August 17th start. So
Or mid-July, they'll be out there practicing.
Good luck with that, playing full pads in July.
There's a base hit to right field. That's going to score a run, an RBI single for Knight.
Nice piece of hitting there by Knight, going opposite field on the pitch outside. Gets himself an RBI. And Tri-City having a nice start here to their afternoon. 2-0 here in the top of the first with one out.
That brings up Noah Reitmeyer. Runners at first and second. One away and 2-0 Eagles. It's been all Eagles here.
Yeah, and they're taking advantage of a few mistakes here by Mountain Empire. And especially of the control of the pitcher, the senior Aguilar.
And Reitmeyer tried to hold up, couldn't. So Aguilar gets ahead 0-1. And that's been the problem. He's been falling behind hitters.
Yeah, really. That's I think except for Curry, this is the only other batter that he's been ahead in the count.
0-1 pitch. That one inside. It gets away from the catcher, and both runners will advance. That's the third time we've seen that here in this first inning.
Yeah, trying to come inside and went right at the feet of Noah Reitmeyer, and it went right to the backstop. So he's really having a hard time here, the junior catcher. You know, he's done pretty much everything you can do as a catcher. Went out to the mound, try to settle him down. He's giving a wide target behind the dish.
Off-speed pitch in there for strike two. So Aguilar ahead 1-2, one out, and want to limit the damage here to 2. And that one behind the batter. In fact, I think it hit him. It did. So Reitmeyer hit by a pitch after falling behind 1-2. That brings up Noah Waldeck. So now the base is loaded. Hit batsman, a walk, and 3 wild pitches in this first inning.
Boy, Waldeck's in a big opportunity here as he gets a long look at, well, actually he's talking to his third base coach. At first he was looking at the third base coach, and then he was called down there. You want to get your communications done right. Now the infield's coming in, Andrew.
Swung on a miss, and I think you have to come in at this point. You only play 7 innings in high school baseball and can't afford to fall behind too much against a talented Tri-City team.
Yeah, I agree.
That one fouled off down the right field line and out of play as Wyatt Mann gave chase, but it will be strike 2. So 0-2, a big at-bat here for Aguilar to get the second out.
Yeah, that was a nice chase there. Man really tracked that ball pretty well off of first base, and he knew right away that it was going to drift into the bullpen area.
That one chopped to shortstop. Nolan fields it, goes home, gets the force at the plate. A big out. And so Waldeck reaches on a fielder's choice, but now 2 away, and the bases remain loaded.
Yeah, just a little knuckleball out to the shortstop. Nolan, good strong throw to Sawyer to get the runner Fritz out at home plate.
That brings up Sam Willis. So Aguilar a chance to get out of it, only giving up 2 runs. That one fell back for strike 1.
Yeah, if you're going to make an out, Tri-City would really prefer to hit it up in the air and get a sacrifice fly opportunity, and they could not.
2 away, yeah, so they couldn't exactly. If you're going to get it out, you definitely wanted to put it in the air.
Yeah, and you definitely didn't want to hit with the infield in directly at the infielder.
0-1 pitch. That one chopped off the plate, and Aguilar fields it and will tag the runner for out number 3. So Willis grounds out, and the damage is only 2 runs, so not bad considering the circumstances for Aguilar. And that will do it for the top half of the first. We'll step aside. We'll come back to the bottom half in just a sec.
Top of the first inning, 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, 2 left. After half an inning of play, Red Hawks.
Just a reminder, Kids who participate in high school activities tend to go a little farther than those who don't. Take part. Get set for life. It's easy to spot people who participated in high school sports and activities.
Right on time.
They learned important lessons like leadership, teamwork, respect.
Hey, our meeting moved to 10.
We'll be ready.
Values that last a lifetime.
We need to focus on 3 factors.
Support high school sports and activities in your community. When kids take part, they get set for life.
Olive Garden delivers the final moments. Bring home Italian favorites and they'll cheer for you on game day. Olive Garden is the official dining room of high school sports, and with the new catering delivery service, you never have to miss a moment.
Back on the NFHS Network for the bottom half of the first, and Mountain Empire will have their opportunity. Ryan Sawyer, the leadoff batter. He'll be followed by Jacob Noland, and then Wyatt Mann are the 1, 2, and 3 batters. We'll go through the rest of the lineup in just a sec. And pitching is Chris Doyle. The first one is in there for,
I believe it's a ball.
Or just missed. And that one outside. Ryan Sawyer, Jacob Nolan, Wyatt Mann, then Trevor Elliott, Wyatt Aguiar, Sammy Jones, Ian Estrada, Seth Hodge, and Nathan Rose is your lineup for Mountain Empire. That one swung on a miss. Defensive lineman Chris Doyle pitching, Zach Reitmeyer the catcher. At first, Sam Willis. Second base, Ryan Curry. Shortstop, Eric Fritsch. Third base, Noah Waldeck. That one fouled back down the left field line and out of play. In the outfield, it's Trey Blackford in left, Noah Reitmeyer in center, and Britton Knight in right. 1-2 the count.
Not too often you see a catcher leading off a team in the lineup. He must have good speed, Sawyer.
That one upstairs for a ball.
You can definitely see he has a good eye. He has a count now, even at 2-2.
That one hit him. So Sawyer hit by a pitch, and the leadoff man on for the Redhawks.
Shortstop, Jacoby.
Yeah, it's really crucial for Doyle to have a smooth bottom of the first here. When you get 2 runs, your offense gets you 2 runs. You want to hold that lead and really retire your opponent, hopefully in order, to keep the momentum on your side.
So Noland, the freshman, the coach's son, at the plate. And that went outside, ball 1. Chris Nolan, the manager for Mountain Empire, his first season as the main guy. And he said he'll be here at least 4 years while his son is playing. And he's actually an alum of Mountain Empire as well. So very passionate about the program. That one swung on a miss.
And Jacob, 5'4", 125 he's listed at.
Again, only a freshman will have time to.
Oh, yeah.
And he's batting high in the order and playing shortstop. So, and the coach's kid. So you know he's going to be good.
Yeah, Coach Nolan, very calm, cool, collective in his first year here at the helm. Has done a terrific job, 21-4.
That one gets away, and that will advance the runner. So another wild pitch. We've seen numerous of those here in the early going.
You got to believe it has something to do with the mound and both pitchers trying to adjust themselves. First time either player has thrown a game here at Triton Ballpark.
Runner at second. Nolan hits it towards third. Diving stop by Waldeck. He'll make a throw and get him.
Wow. On the seat of his pants, he made a strong throw over to first.
Yeah, I thought that was just a good job keeping it in the infield. I really didn't think he had a chance to get him out, but showing his skills there. What a play.
Yeah, the Tri-City fans applauding that play.
First baseman,
Why wouldn't
Wyatt
you?
Mann.
Runner advances to third, 1 away, and now Wyatt Mann comes up, the first baseman for Mountain Empire.
Yeah, good base running there by Sawyer. Once he saw the third baseman hit the turf, he immediately moved over to third base.
So one way, runner at third, and Mann takes that one for strike one. Oh, one pitch. That one is drilled to center. And coming in and making a leaping catch is Reitmeyer. Runner will tag and score, and Mountain Empire will get on the board. Reitmeyer came in a little too aggressively there and then made a great catch.
Yeah, he made a nice adjustment. I agree. Yeah, I thought at first he came in, I thought it was just going to look like it was going to knuckle out to him out there, but then picked up a little wind, and he made a nice play to stop and then jump up and make the catch, and there was no way he was going to get Sawyer after he made that adjustment defensively.
That brings up Trevor Elliott, third baseman. Nobody on base, 2 away, 2-1. Tri-City Christian has the lead. Oh, one pitch. That one foul back for strike two.
Yeah, now if you're the Red Hawks, you're okay with the way this is gone. You got that lead run in after the hit batsman. So now it's only a 1-run deficit, and it doesn't seem so astronomical.
0-2 pitch. That one hit sharply to short. Fritz fields it over to first and out number 3. So Elliott goes down on the ground out, and that will do it for the first inning. We'll step aside. We'll come back with inning number 2. 2-1, Tri-City Christian on top.
This event is brought to you by Olive Garden. Olive Garden is proud to be the official dining room of high school sports. With menu choices to please the entire family, as well as to-go and catering options, it's the perfect restaurant for your post-game dining. To find your nearest location or to order your meal online, visit olivegarden.com.
Coaches teach your kids to dream. Coaches teach your kids to overcome. Coaches teach your kids good sportsmanship. Coaches teach your kids proper technique. But who teaches your coaches?
Back on the NFHS Network, Andrew Jensen alongside Thomas Conroy will be the 9-1-2 batters coming up for the Eagles. Trey Blackford, the number 9 batter at the plate. His team on top, 2-1. Top of the second. That one hits the inside corner, strike one.
Yeah, Blackford the only batter not to hit in that top of the first.
That one chopped to second. Jones able to field it and fires over to first. Close play and gets him by a step. So one away, and that brings up Ryan Curry, who struck out his first plate appearance.
Second baseman Ryan Curry.
Yeah, that was just inside-out swing by Blackford right out to the second baseman. Easy play for him.
And that one outside, ball one. That one chopped to second. And that one, Jones unable to field cleanly, and Curry will reach on an error.
Yeah, that one ate up Jones as he charged it, and it kind of took a weird hop once it hit the dirt, and he could not adjust his glove to it. And he made a nice play smothering it up, but an error will nevertheless be awarded to Sammy Jones, the second baseman, and the Eagles have another base runner on.
That brings up Doyle. Singled his first plate appearance. And no pitch. It's going to be a balk called, and that will advance Curry to second.
Yeah, I believe the home plate umpire called that balk.
And now
Actually, it might be the umpire behind
Wyatt Aguilar is
pitchers.
getting an explanation from him right now.
Very rare you get a four-man crew for the umpires here. And that's what we have here. It's usually 3 for a championship game.
So runner at second, 1 out, and that one in there for a strike. Chris Doyle again singled, stole a base, and scored in that first inning. The 0-1 pitch. That one just misses, 1-1.
Pretty good crowd here. Started right at noon, and they've been slowly coming in, and we're pretty packed here.
That one in there for a strike. Yeah, decent-sized crowd. Again, we'll have another match of D4 final coming up after this one. Castle Park and San Pasqual.
Noon start. Let the families kind of gather together and head on over here.
And that one laid down perfectly. Aguilar fires the first, and it gets away from the first baseman. A run will come around on throwing error.
Yeah, tough break there for Aguilar. He hit the runner, the batter, Doyle, running down the first baseline. Coach Nolan's coming out and said he was out of the runner's box. That's what he's arguing.
Zach Reitmeyer.
His argument's not going to be heard from the home plate umpire. That's his call. But as you mentioned, Andrew, great base running there by Curry as he came around third and just waltzed in. Ball didn't go too far away from first base. That's why Doyle could not move to second.
Now Zach Reitmeyer will come up. He singled his first plate appearance. 1 away, run is in, and a runner at first. And again, the ball gets away from the catcher, and Doyle will take second.
So that's got to be an error on the pitcher on his throw to first. Second error of the inning for the Red Hawks. I know it's not on the scoreboard yet, but that just has to be. That can't be a hit.
That one hit to short, fielded cleanly by Nolan. He'll fire over to first and get the out. And that will advance the runner to third, but now 2 away, and Eric Fritz will come up, who walked his first plate appearance.
Wow, what a nice play by Nolan. That ball was hit sharply, almost up the middle, and he fielded the ball on his side of second base, and just made a strong throw to man over at first to get the put out.
First pitch down for a ball. Good stop there by catcher Sawyer. Absolutely perfect day outside for baseball. That is for sure. Not a cloud in the sky.
No, not at all.
That one misses 2-0, but yeah, beautiful day out here in La Jolla. Two-0 count. As Fritz steps back in the batter's box. And that one's in there for a strike, 2-1.
Yep, right down the street. La Jolla Shores, the beautiful beaches there.
2-1. Runner gets caught off third base. Now we'll have a rundown. And tagging him out for out number 3. So
that was a great play by Mann, the first.
Yeah, Doyle.
Oh, no, excuse me, the pitcher, Aguilar, made the tag. I thought it was Man, the first baseman, coming down the line, but it was Aguilar. Somebody must have missed a sign there, Andrew.
Yeah, he got caught off
Yeah, because Doyle was halfway down third base, and the batter didn't even take a swing. So that had to be a miscommunication with the base runner.
Well, that will do it for the top half of the second. We'll step aside and come back with the bottom half with Tri-City Christian on top, 3-1.
Just a reminder, kids who participate in high school activities tend to go a little farther than those who don't. Take part. Get set for life. It's easy to spot people who participated in high school sports and activities.
Right on time.
They learned important lessons like leadership, teamwork, respect.
Hey, our meeting moved to 10.
We'll be ready.
Values that last a lifetime.
We need to focus on 3 factors.
Support high school sports and activities in your community. When kids take part, they get set for life.
Bottom of the second, it'll be Wyatt Aguiar, the pitcher, leading things off. His team trailing 3-1. And Aguiar takes the first pitch and pops it to third. Waldeck makes the easy catch for out number 1.
Yeah, another jam shot by a Red Hawk batter.
That brings up Sammy Jones. Mountain Empire looking for their first title since 1979 and 1980. It's been a long time. And that's when they were known as the Redskins before they changed their name to the Red Hawks here. About 10 years ago or so, 20 years ago.
Yeah, Coach Nolan, a grad from the 88 class of Mountain Empire.
Coming in 21-4. They finished last year 8-15. So a big turnaround. And a lot of underclassmen, only 2 seniors on the roster, Wyatt Aguiar and Wyatt Mann. That one gets away from the catcher, but nobody on base, so no harm, no foul. 2-0.
Yeah, amazing first season. He knew really early on. He said he had low expectations coming off an 8-15 season last year. But he said right after the first couple of games that they competed in, he said, "I think I got a good squad here, really special."
He said other than spring break, they kind of went through a little bit of a funk there. He said their mind wasn't right, but other than that, they played well this year. That one falls in for a strike, 2-1.
Yeah.
Chris Doyle, the pitcher for Mountain Empire.
You've had a couple of those, right? Little crazy spring breaks.
That one hit sharply to left, but Blackford is there to make the out for out number 2.
Yeah, really tracked it well, Blackford.
And that brings up Ian Estrada, the right fielder.
Right fielder Ian Estrada.
Swung on a miss for strike 1.
Yeah, the wind's blowing out towards right field. So it looks like anything that goes up and high in the air to left center is going to be held up.
And that one fouled back for strike 2. So 2 away, 0-2. Doyle getting through the bottom half of this order fairly easily to this point. 0-2 pitch. And that one upstairs for a ball. One-two pitch. Swung on a miss, took a little bit off, and Estrada goes down swinging for out number 3. So that will do it for the second. No hits, nobody left on, and we'll step aside, come back for the top of third in just a sec.
Olive Garden delivers the final moments. Bring home Italian favorites and they'll cheer for you on game day. Olive Garden is the official dining room of high school sports, and with the new catering delivery service, you never have to miss a moment. This event is brought to you by Olive Garden. Olive Garden is proud to be the official dining room of high school sports. With menu choices to please the entire family, as well as to-go and catering options, it's the perfect restaurant for your post-game dining. To find your nearest location or to order your meal online, visit olivegarden.com.
Back here for the top half of the third inning for the D5 San Diego section championship game with Tri-City Christian and Mountain Empire. Tri-City Christian with a 3-1 advantage. And I will pass the play-by-play duties over to Thomas Conroy.
Thank you, Andrew. As a Tri-City Christian Eagles lead it, as Andrew mentioned, 3-1. It will be the 4, 5, and 6 hitters for the Eagles. It will be Frisch, Knight, and Rittmeyer. As Wyatt Aguilar finishes up his warm-ups. Looks like he has 2 more to go. The umpire motioning towards both benches. So it's all been about control for Aguilar. He had trouble with it in the first inning, as he's already has thrown 4 wild pitches and 1 pass ball. He also has a balk called upon him.
The shortstop, Eric Frisch.
So Frisch now will lead it off. Eric, the shortstop, he walked in the first inning.
And he was left at the plate after that rundown to end the inning.
Yeah, that crazy play. As the first pitch is on the outside corner, a strike. The ruling on that put out of Doyle, as there goes 1 low, 1 ball, 1 strike. 2-5-1 in the top of the second. Aguilar throws, and that's inside. Looks like went right off of Sawyer's glove. 2-1.
Oh.
Actually, I have a new pitcher, Trevor Elliott. As he throws a strike, 2 balls and 2 strikes, the third baseman. So Elliott's in the game.
Yeah, Aguiar went 2 innings and a little bit of control issues, but did a good job limiting the damage to only 3. It could have been a lot worse.
Tapper along the first base line is out of play. Still 2-2, so now we got to find out who the third baseman is. I would assume it would be Aguilar, but we'll find out. So the third baseman is a mystery to us until he turns around. Elliott ready to go. And found back to the screen.
That's
Eric Fritz.
So I'm a fan of jerseys having numbers on the front and back. You would think I work in that industry or something.
And that pitch is inside. 3-2. Yep. He was
3-2.
ready to, yeah, he was ready to take a walk to first. I was like, I don't think I missed the pitch.
You had a J.R. Smith moment.
3-2 pitch, and there goes a line drive to right center field. That's going to split the gap a bit. Rose, the center fielder, picks it up and throws it in. And the third baseman is Ian Estrada, the
Right fielder.
right fielder. So now we got to find out who the new right fielder is.
Maybe that's Aguiar. Or maybe Aguiar is just out of the game.
We'll find out. We'll keep it a mystery. That's fine. So single for Fritz, and here comes Brandon Knight. Singled in a run. Nice stop by Sawyer. And that was a pretty well hit ball by Fritz there to start it off here in the third.
He thought he had the walk. Instead, he crushed it to center. I think he'll take the hit over the walk.
Throw over the first, a little bit high. Fritz gets underneath the tag. Yeah, I'll take the hit any day of the week. Knight stands deep in the batter's box. And Elliott's pitch is in there for a strike. Third baseman playing in on the grass. And there goes a pop-up. It's going to go out to shallow right center field. Rose coming over, makes the catch.
Yeah, it hung in the air a long time. Good job by Rose to track that down and put out number one.
Center fielder Noah Reitmeyer.
Here comes the center fielder now, Noah Rittmeyer. Rittmeyer walked, actually got hit by a pitch. So he doesn't have an official at bat yet. Short lead by Fritz at first, and that pitch is low, ball one. And that one foul. I think it went over the first base dugout, high over the screen. So 1 ball, 1 strike. Runner goes. Little looper over first, and the first baseman can't get it.
Wyatt Mann, a good effort there. Just couldn't corral it. Had to track a long way and just out of the reach.
Yeah, he came over the bag, and then it looked like he gave one last look to see how far he was away from the fence near the out of play, and then he just lost track of the baseball, could not regain it. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Well,
and that swung on a miss, strike 3.
Defensive swing there. Second strikeout of the day for Tri-City. First strikeout for Elliott, the new pitcher.
Third baseman
Noah Waldeck now steps in. He forced out a runner at home plate his first time up, 0 for 1. And there goes the pitch, low, ball. And that pitch gets away from Sawyer, goes to the backstop, and moving over to second base is Eric Fritz. That'll be another wild pitch. We mentioned Aguilar had 4 while he was on the mound. That's the first one for Elliott. And that pitch is in there for a strike, 2-1. And the next pitch is in there, strike 2. So Elliott turning it around here. 2-2 pitch. Ooh, a little bit in tight. 3-2.
Sam Willis waits on deck. This inning shall continue.
And there goes a little looper to the second baseman. Jones has it, and that will do it. No runs a hit and a runner left on base. We completed 2.5 here. It is 3-1 Tri-City over Mountain Empire here on the NFHS Network. We'll be right back.
Coaches teach your kids to dream. Coaches teach your kids to overcome. Coaches teach your kids good sportsmanship. Coaches teach your kids proper technique. But who teaches your coaches?
This is Adam, take 2. Mark.
Back here for the bottom of the third inning, it'll be Hodge, Rose, and Sawyer. Sean Hodge, the left fielder, and he takes a pitch, low ball 1. This is his first at bat in the contest. So Hodge and Rose have not hit yet. As there goes a swing in on pitch away, 2 strikes. So he called that first pitch a strike. 0-2 count. Doyle throws and swung on and missed. I was right. It was a ball. 1 ball. That's the second strike. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Doyle looks in, and that's away. 2-2. Trust your instincts, Andrew. That's what I should have done. Don't rely on the scoreboard. 2-2 pitch, and that's away. 3-2.
So Hodge doing a good job working the count full. And if you're the Eagles and Chris Doyle, you definitely don't want to walk the leadoff batter. Number 8 batter.
He's trying to expand the strike zone away, and there goes a pitch as he came a little bit inside, and he got Hodge swinging, 1 down.
Back-to-back strikeouts. Estrada ended the second with a strikeout, and Hodge now opens the third with the strikeout.
Nathan Rhodes, the center fielder, now steps in. Another right-hand hitter. And first pitch is away, ball 1. Doyle ready to go. And the next pitch swung on a miss. 1 ball, 1 strike. One pitch. And that gets away from the catcher, 2-1. Zach Rittmeyer. Two-one pitch swung on and missed. 2-2. He's just challenging him right in the strike zone, either inside or away. Nothing's been hit solid. As that's a call, strike 3, and Rose is down. 2 away.
Doyle feeling it now. 3 straight strikeouts.
Get Doyle after hitting Ryan Sawyer. To lead off the Mountain Empire's batting, has retired now 8 in a row. And the first pitch is in there for a strike. Boy, he is in a groove throwing strikes. Redhawks might have to start swinging a little bit. They're giving up good pitches. Tapper off of first. Goes into the first base dugout. 2 strikes now on the batter. Doyle looks, here comes the pitch, and fouled off right off the foot of Sawyer, his lead foot. Steps out of the box, shakes his foot a little bit. Home plate umpire making sure he's okay. Oh-2 pitch. There goes a little grounder deep in the hole at third. Waldeck's throw.
Whoa.
In time. What a throw by Noah Waldeck deep in the hole at third.
That's the second time I thought that was just a good job of keeping it from going to the outfield. And that was an incredible out right there.
9 in a row. Chris Doyle has mowed down Mountain Empire. We'll go to the top of the 4th in a minute. 3-1. Tri-City over Mountain Empire on the NFHS Network.
Just a reminder, kids who participate in high school activities tend to go a little farther than those who don't. Take part. Get set for life. It's easy to spot people who participated in high school sports and activities.
Right on time.
They learned important lessons like leadership, teamwork, respect.
Hey, our meeting moved to 10.
We'll be ready.
Values that last a lifetime.
We need to focus on 3 factors.
Support high school sports and activities in your community. When kids take part, they get set for life.
Olive Garden delivers the final moments. Bring home Italian favorites and they'll cheer for you on game day. Olive Garden is the official dining room of high school sports, and with the new catering delivery service, you never have to miss a moment.
And who went to right?
Back here on the NFHS Network as we get ready for the bottom of the 4th inning. We almost solved the mystery of the defensive alignment for the Red Hawks. Just want to get one more confirmation before I'll go public with it. Trevor Elliott throws.
You heard it here, the news breaking.
Yeah, that's what I'm all about. Ball 1.
Your Twitter's out.
Willis inside 2-0. Willis hit back to the box, and that was a good play by Aguilar as he tagged him out as he ran down the first base line. Strike called, 2-1. It'll be Willis, Blackford, and Curry here in the bottom of the 4th inning. 3-1 Tri-City over Mountain Empire. And there goes a big pitch inside, 3-1. And that's ball 4.
Cardinals in. Definitely don't want to walk the leadoff man.
Yeah, that's the second straight inning now. The Eagles will have their lead runner on as Trey Blackford steps in. Trey bounced out to second base his first time up. He's now talking to the third base coach. Looks like we're going to get a pinch runner for Willis. Number 9.
Number 9.
Landon Navarro.
So Navarro runs in, is running for Willis, and Blackford looks like he's going to square as Elliott throws and attempted to bunt, could not. 1 strike.
Yeah, Blackford grounded out the second base his first appearance. Now it looks like he's trying to put the sacrifice down to get the leadoff batter up with the runner in scoring position.
Wyatt Mann holding the runner on. There goes another bunt attempt. 2 strikes. So now the bunt has to be taken off.
You would think.
Yeah. Today's baseball, maybe not. But I would think if you miss it here, you're automatically out. 2 strikes. He's squaring, and he bunts it foul. So go right to the dugout. Strike 3 and 1 out. And that is the Elliott's second strikeout of the contest. Here comes Ryan Curry. Curry 0 for 2, struck out and reached on an error by the second baseman Jones in the second inning. And he hits one pretty well to center field. Rose is underneath it, and he'll make the grab. Runner goes back to first. But more importantly, 2 away here in the bottom of the second.
Yeah, after that leadoff walk, 2 big outs, and now the pitcher.
Yep, Chris Doyle. He 1 for 1, or 1 for 2. He singled and scored in the first, and then reached on an error by the pitcher in the second. And he takes a strike on the outside corner. Taking a long look down at third. And the 1-strike pitch, runner goes. Throw by Sawyer to second.
That's close,
is not in time. Looked like Jones and the runner
And Navarro got in there just in time.
Yeah, they were kind of racing each other towards the bag, and Navarro just slid underneath the tag. So 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs. And that's strike 2. And he hits one to left center field. Left fielder coming on, can't get it, falls in front of him. Rounding third is Navarro. He will score easily. And Doyle walks in to second base with an RBI double. 4-1 Tri-City.
Doyle hit that solidly good effort there by Hodge, making that diving attempt, but unable to come up with it.
Yeah, Sean Hodge tried to make a diving attempt, went right by him. Nice play there by Rose, backing him up to keep Doyle at second with a 2-out double. Adds to the lead. Elliott's first pitch to Rittmeyer is outside ball 1. Zach Rittmeyer, the catcher, 1 for 2. Singleton scored in the first and then bounced out to short in the second. And he loops one over first, foul. They'll quickly count as even now. A ball on the strike on Rittmeyer. And there goes a liner to left field, a base hit. Doyle will play it. Runner is going to come around third, will score easily as the throw goes into the cutoff man. And Rittmeyer has himself an RBI single, 5-1 Tri-City.
He's 2 for 3. Hit that one right past the third baseman into left field. And the Eagles starting to get a comfortable lead here.
A little bit shocked the left fielder didn't try to come home. The runner was just rounding third base when he looked like he could have made a throw attempt to home plate. So Eric Fritz now will step in. 1 for 1 with a walk. Singled in the third.
Pitch out.
Yep, a little bit high. 1 ball, no strikes. So Rittmeyer on at first. He's taking a good lead off of there. And that pitch is away. 2-0. Elliott ready. He throws, and it's up high, 3-0. Rittmeyer taking another lead, and that'll be ball 4 to Fritz. And suddenly now, after 2 quick outs, Tri-City has an inning going here.
Right fielder, Brayton.
Sorry, goes out to Elliott. Excuse me.
Yeah, second walk there by Fritz. Good patience at the plate. Knight now comes out. He's 1 for 2. Had an RBI single in the first.
Brandon Knight, 1 for 2. RBI singles, Andrew mentioned. In the first and flying out to center. Elliott throws, and that pitch is away, ball 1. You're listening to the CIF San Diego Section D5 Baseball Championships, live from Triton Ballpark on the campus of UCSD. And fake pickoff to second. Runner gets back easily. So after the leadoff walk, as there goes a pitch in there for a strike, 1 ball, 1 strike. Tri-City recorded, or Mountain Empire recorded 2 quick outs, but then Tri-City got their hitting shoes on. As there goes a liner to center field, that's going to be a base hit. Rittmeyer's going to be waved around third. Throw to home, cut off by the first baseman. And he's going to throw over to third, gets it away from Estrada as he had the runner in a jam, and he gets easily to third base. And moving up also is Brandon Knight after the RBI single. And now it becomes a little bit of a comedy of errors for Mountain Empire.
That's too bad.
As they trail 6-1.
It's too bad, too, if you're Mountain Empire, because you got it. The inning was over right there if you're able to execute that rundown. But just the errant throw in the lead and the inning continue.
Yeah, he had Eric Fritz, Wyatt man, between second and third, and he ran right towards him and then threw to the third baseman, which was wide. First pitch is in there for a strike to Noah Rittmeyer. Rittmeyer hit by batter and struck out. Elliott throws, and that's outside. So 2 runners in scoring position as that pitch is away. 2-1. Elliott throws, and that's outside. 3-1.
They're really struggling. Again, you got the first 2 batters. Walked the first guy, and then got the other 2 outs fairly easily, and it's just been a struggle ever since.
And that's inside, ball 4, and the bases are loaded. Third walk in the inning for Tri-City as they come up with their 9th man to bat in the inning. Noah Waldeck. Waldeck 0 for 2, forced a runner at home and popped out the second. And Waldeck's done a beautiful job with the glove as he takes the first pitch away, ball 1. Waldeck has fielded 2 balls that I didn't think he had a chance to get a runner thrown out over at first, and he's done it nicely with a good strong arm. That pitch is outside. 2-0. Elliott throws, foul back on the screen. 2-1. So you got Fritz at third, Brandon Knight at second, and Noah Rittmeyer over at first. 2-1 pitch, and there goes a looping drive in the right center field. That's going to fall, base hit. 1 run will score. Here comes the second run. No throw attempt. Kind of a mix-up there with the cutoff person. Should have threw it to home. He had an easy, at least a good chance of making a play out of that, but that'll be an RBI, or excuse me, a 2-run single for Waldeck. And it's now 8-1 Tri-City.
And the hit parade continues, and now they've batted through the order.
First baseman Sam Willis.
Well, now the mental mistakes cashing in here. It's Tri-City. Here comes Willis. And he'll take up high, ball 1. Willis 0 for 1 with a walk as he lines one just shy of third, foul. So Tri-City's had a 2-run first inning, a 1-run second, and now a 5-run fourth inning here. As there goes a swing and a miss, 2 strikes on the batter. Elliott's ready. Here comes the pitch. Foul back onto the screen. And we'll do it again.
Belton Empire desperately needs this out here to stop the bleeding and get back to the dugout. Been a long timeout. That looked like he went.
And
nope.
Held the bat out in front. Sorry now finally asked for a ruling from the third base umpire, and he didn't get it. 2-2. I don't think the catcher realized that there's 4 umpires here. As that's ball 4. No, that's ball 3.
Ball 3. Second time we've seen that here in this game.
Three and 2.
The fielder Trey Blackburn.
Nope. Still the same batter. And it goes a foul tip. Well, now Willis better swing at anything because usually umpires will ring you up. You can't be, you're going to do that again. 3-2 pitch, swung on and miss. And that will do it. 10 men came to bat. And Tri-City scored 5 runs on 4 base hits. They leave 2 men on. We completed 3.5 here. Tri-City all over Mountain Empire here on the NFHS Network, 8-1. We'll be back.
Olive Garden delivers the final moments. Bring home Italian favorites and they'll cheer for you on game day. Olive Garden is the official dining room of high school sports, and with the new catering delivery service, you never have to miss a moment. This event is brought to you by Olive Garden. Olive Garden is proud to be the official dining room of high school sports. With menu choices to please the entire family, as well as to-go and catering options, it's the perfect restaurant for your post-game dining. To find your nearest location or to order your meal online, visit olivegarden.com.
Ready to go here in the bottom of the 4th inning. Mountain Empire has their work done as Jacoby Nolan now will step in. And he taps one towards the dugout on the third base side, strike 1. So Chris Doyle just has to throw strikes right now. And he has a good shot of leading his team to a D5 championship. He has a 7-run cushion right here. As that pitch is low, 1 ball, 1 strike. Nolan bounced out to third his first time up. One ball, 1 strike. And the pitch is away, 2-1. Center field playing really shallow for Nolan. 2-1 pitch. Foul back on the screen. 2-2. So it'll be Nolan, Mann, and Elliott here for the Red Hawks. And Doyle throws outside, 3-2. Doyle, after hitting the first batter of the game, has retired 9 in a row. And the pitch is a grounder coming in at short. It's Fritz over to Willis for the putout, 6-3. Jam shot out to the shortstop. And we got 1 down.
Number 21, Wyatt Mann.
Wyatt Mann hit a sac fly his first time up. After Sawyer got hit by the pitch, he moved over to second on a wild pitch and then moved to third on the bounce out by Nolan and scored on the sac fly by Mann. And that one tapped off the plate, foul, strike 1. Oh, 1 pitch. And fouled just above the screen, off to our right. 2 strikes now on the batter. Doyle ready and throws, and there goes a drive to right center field. The right fielder calls off the center fielder, Brandon Knight, with the catch. Yeah, you don't see that too often. Usually the center fielder catches everything.
Yeah, that was close to being a collision out there, and good job there by right fielder Knight. Track that down and make that catch.
Yeah, and Rittmeyer veered off to his left as he saw Knight coming over to make that grab.
Number 24, Trevor Elliott.
And here comes the pitcher now, Trevor Elliott. Elliott bounced out to short his first time up. And that first pitch is outside, ball 1. And that pitch is in there for a strike. 1 ball, 1 strike. Doyle throws, and that's low. 2 balls and a strike. We're in the bottom of the 4th inning here on the NFHS Network. Tri-City Christian Eagles lead Mountain Empire by the score of 8-1. And that pitch is in there, strike. 2-2.
The umpire was calling him out.
Yeah, he did a little bow and arrow there.
He had a J.R. Smith moment there, too. It's contagious.
A little Robin Hood there. 2-strike pitch, low. So full count now. This will be the payoff pitch. And that's ball 4 on the outside corner. So a 2-out walk for Elliott.
First walk of the game. He had hit batsman on the very first batter he faced, but other than that, it's been clean.
Number 23, Wyatt Aguilar.
Yeah, Doyle, for that walk, retired 11 in a row. And now here comes Wyatt Aguilar playing short now. He was the starting pitcher for Mountain Empire. And that first pitch is away, ball 1. Doyle throws, and that pitch is away.
Yeah, all of a sudden, control. Doyle, was, like you said, retired 11 guys in a row, and now walked about her and fallen behind 2-0.
He's had pretty much a clean game. As you mentioned, the hit batsman and the walk. There goes a pop-up to left.
Yeah, Blackford out there calls it off.
And he'll make the play easily and straightaway left, and that will do it. No runs, no hits. A man left on first base. We've completed 4 innings here at Triton Ballpark. 8-1 Tri-City over Mountain Empire on the NFHS Network. We'll be right back.
Coaches teach your kids to dream. Coaches teach your kids to overcome. Coaches teach your kids good sportsmanship. Coaches teach your kids proper technique. But who teaches your coaches?
I go like this.
The best part about playing football in Texas has to be the reaction from the community.
I want to encourage others to play volleyball or choir because you get to experience new things and do stuff that you've never done before. My reason why is passion.
My reason why is pride.
Ready for the top of the 5th inning here. Mountain Empire on the field, and we've completed the mystery of the defense alignment. Here it is. Wyatt Mann is at first. Jacoby Nolan's at second. Wyatt Aguilar goes from the starting pitcher to shortstop. Ian Estrada moves from right field to third. Sean Hodge and Nathan Rose stay in their positions, left and center respectively. And Sammy Jones moves from second base to right field. Ryan Sawyer is the catcher. So that will do it for me. I'll see you guys later. I solved another mystery. I'm on to my next one. No, I'll stick around.
It's like Scooby-Doo. You're going to pull your mask off at the end and see who you are?
Trey Blackford now will lead it off as he taps it off the home plate. Strike one. So Trevor Elliott's done a really solid job here coming in relief. As there goes a pitch away. You know, it's got to be tough coming into these type of situations. 1 ball, 1 strike, as there goes a strike on the outside corner. You know, just coming in basically with no warm-up and just throwing a baseball towards home plate. A little tapper foul off at third. And Elliott had a rough 4th inning with 5 runs, but nevertheless, I think he's done a pretty good job throwing strikes. Though he did give up 3 walks in that inning. As there goes a swing and a miss, strike 3. He has walked 3 and struck out 4. And Ryan Curry now, top of the order, 0 for 3. Reached on an error by the second baseman, and he'll take it low ball 1. Elliott's next pitch, grounder to second. Nolan has it. Over to first in time. Nice play.
After that shaky 4th inning, coming out throwing strikes here, got 2 quick outs.
Well, as you mentioned, after he walked the leadoff man in that 4th, he got the next 2 batters recorded outs, and then the floodgates open with the double and the single, and then the walk followed by another single. And that pitch goes to the backstop, 1-0. Chris Doyle, the pitcher, stepping in, 2 for 3, 2 single and a double, 2 runs scored, and a run batted in. And he'll take one low. 2 balls, no strikes. Next pitch fouled off of home plate. So we'll go now 2-1. Elliott can record this out. He might be able to go back out here for the 6th. Another tapper. Elliott throws and it's outside, 2-2. Yeah, once your starting pitcher kind of gets roughed up and has to leave the game early, it almost becomes like a piecemeal type of pitching effort. 2-2 pitch.
Will you get a piece of that yet?
Yeah, he did. Full count, 3-2. Ready, and that pitch is inside, ball 4. So the inning continues as Zach Rittmeyer now will come up to bat. Rittmeyer is the catcher, and he is 2 for 3. 2 singles, 2 runs scored, and a run batted in as they get a throw over to first. Elliott throws, pop up out of play. So 1 strike to Rittmeyer. And another throw over
that was
first.
Close. He had him leaning. That was extremely close over there at first.
Yeah, it looked like the throw went towards the runner, so that was a nice pick by Mann to put to catch the baseball and then put the quick tag on it. Runner goes, pitch out, throw down the second, And not in time. Stolen base for Chris Doyle, his second one of the afternoon. And that pitch is low. Two-one pitch. Pop up over first and out of play. Elliott throws, and that swung on a miss, and that will do it for Tri-City. No runs, no hits. They leave a run around at second. We completed 4.5 here. Eagles lead the Redhawks 8-1 on the NFHS Network. We'll be right back.
Just a reminder, kids who participate in high school activities tend to go a little farther than those who don't. Take part. Get set for life. It's easy to spot people who participated in high school sports and activities.
Right on time.
They learned important lessons like leadership, teamwork, respect.
Hey, our meeting moved to 10.
We'll be ready.
Values that last a lifetime.
We need to focus on 3 factors.
Support high school sports and activities in your community. When kids take part, they get set for life.
Olive Garden delivers the final moments. Bring home Italian favorites and they'll cheer for you on game day. Olive Garden is the official dining room of high school sports, and with the new catering delivery service, you never have to miss a moment.
Ready to go here in the bottom of the 5th inning will be Jones, Estrada, and Hodge for the Red Hawks. They trail 8-1 to Tri-City Christian. And this is the area right now in the game. You have 9 outs remaining, and if you're going to get into this game, Andrew, you better start in this half inning.
Leading off the Mountain Empire.
Yeah, definitely running out of time.
Number 9, Sammy Jones.
In the way that Doyle's pitching, it's going to be extremely tough.
Jones flied out to left field his first time up. And Doyle's first pitch is on the outside corner, a strike. He has been on target all game long. Only 2 base runners, hit batsman and a walk. And that pitch is away, 1 ball, 1 strike. At one point, he has retired 11 batters in a row. Doyle's 1-1 pitch, and that's away, 2-1. Jones patient, and that pitch is low, 3-1. Doyle has the sign, and here comes the pitch, and that's ball 4. Second time the Red Hawks have had the lead batter get on base. Ryan Sawyer did it in the bottom of the 1st when he was hit by a pitch. And here comes Estrada. Struck out his first time up. And he pops one back out of play, 0-1. Doyle looks over at first. And the next pitch swung on a miss, strike 2. Throw down to first.
No, he's there. Yeah.
Boy, Jones almost caught napping as he took his lead.
Yeah, just got under the tag there, but yeah, he was kind of lingering off first base, nowhere to go.
Zach Rittmeyer with a Good throw to his first baseman. And next pitch is up high. Waste pitch 1 and 2. Sam Willis holding the base runner on at first base. One-two pitch. Popped up. Willis gives chase, but it's going to drift back out of play. Still 2 strikes. One-two pitch. Swung on a miss. Good pitch there by Doyle. 1 down.
Second time Estrada's gone down on strikes.
Sean Hodge, the left fielder, now will step in. Struck out his first time up.
Left fielder Sean Hodge.
For Doyle, that was his 4th strikeout of the afternoon.
There's some confusion here with the umpire.
Wonder if we're having a pinch hitter. And we are.
Yeah, that's not.
Correction, now batting number 22,
No.
Devlin Weisker.
Yes, Devlin Weisiger.
Yeah, Weisiger, number 22, the sophomore, 5'11", 200 pounds, stepping in. He'll pinch hit for Hodge. Hodge can still stay in the game. And Doyle's first pitch is a swing and a miss. And that can't be fun, sitting on a bench and then picking up a bat and trying to swing at a pitcher that's in the groove like Doyle is. The 0-1 pitch is on the outside corner, strike 2. Weisiger waits. Doyle throws, swung on a miss, and he's down on strikes. 2 away. And here comes Nathan Rose, the center fielder. He was caught looking in the 3rd inning, 0 for 1. And Doyle's first pitch is up high, ball 1. And the 1-0 pitch is up high, 2-0. Pitch, and he fouls it off the first base dugout. 2-1. And that pitch is low, 3-1.
Runner on first, the leadoff walk, and then back-to-back strikeouts. Now, number 9 batter working the count to 3-1.
3-1 pitch, and that's ball 4. 3rd walk, and the 4th base runner for the Red Hawks. The other one came on a hit by pitch.
And that is Ryan Sawyer, who got hit by a pitch. He'll be at the plate now. Leadoff guy, and again, time running out, trailing by 7. Good opportunity here with 2 runners on.
You would like to get a hit here, as you mentioned. 2nd time they've had a runner in scoring position. Sawyer, as Andrew mentioned, 0 for 1, hit by pitch, later scored. And he takes a swing and a miss on a pitch inside, 0-1. One strike pitch, and there goes a pop-up.
Way out of play.
Way out of play. Hope that doesn't hit.
That's close to hit someone's car over there.
Yeah, it almost hit Toyota Camry down the line. Two-strike pitch now coming. Doyle throws, and that's a waste pitch outside, 1-2. Ryan Sawyer back in the box, ready to go. Doyle looks at the runner at second, and fouled back right on screen.
Forgot there was a net back there.
Yeah, you can come from out from under the desk. It's okay.
Looked like a 3D movie.
Andrew's going to do the rest of the game from underneath the desk as it's a 2-strike pitch.
I'm going to go find that Camry over there.
2-strike pitch. There goes a liner into right field, and that's a base hit. See, they're going to bring the runner in from third. Here comes the throw home, and that's going to be in time. What a throw by the right fielder, Brandon Knight.
Well, that was the first hit of the game by Sawyer, but it's only fitting that the inning ends without any damage done, as Chris Doyle has pitched himself a gem, giving up that one hit, but he has a 7-run lead, and I'm sure he's happy with that.
Yeah, second good play by the right fielder, 9-2 on the putout. No runs. Our first hit for Mountain Empire, but they leave 2 men on. We'll go to the top of the 6th. 8-1 Tri-City over Mountain Empire on the NFHS Network.
This event is brought to you by Olive Garden. Olive Garden is proud to be the official dining room of high school sports. With menu choices to please the entire family, as well as to-go and catering options, it's the perfect restaurant for your post-game dining. To find your nearest location or to order your meal online, visit olivegarden.com.
Coaches teach your kids to dream. Coaches teach your kids to overcome. Coaches teach your kids good sportsmanship. Coaches teach your kids proper technique. But who teaches your coaches?
We'll get ready for the top of the 6th inning. Tri-City will be coming up the plate, and they have a 7-run lead. And back with the play-by-play, Andrew Jensen.
Well, trying to figure out the defensive alignment. I'll let you figure that out. You cracked the last case. Well, I think there may have been some changes. The umpire was looking over the lineup card, but it looks like Wyatt Aguiar is back on the mound. Started the game. And he's back in.
Took a brief respite at shortstop. Now back in.
It will be the top half of the 6th.
And if I'm not mistaken, I think it goes by number of pitches thrown. So as long as you stay in the game, you can switch to any position. And that's what they did Mountain Empire. So I got to believe Nolan moves back to short, and Jones goes to second, but we'll figure that out.
Leading things off is Eric Fritz. 1 for 1 with 2 walks. And he's ahead of the count early here, 1-0. And that was close to hitting him. In fact, it did. So Fritz on base again. That's the 4th time that he's been on. 2 walks, a single, and a hit by pitch. And Braden Knight comes up.
Yeah, what a throw by Knight to end that bottom of the 5th.
Right fielder Braden Knight.
I mean, it was such a strong throw that the catcher had really plenty of time to set himself up to tag the runner out at home plate. Rittenmeyer did that nicely.
That one outside, ball 1. Aguiar on the mound, getting started first couple innings, and back on the hill now with the 7-run deficit. That one is drilled towards center. Rose can't make the catch. It goes over his head. And Fritz will round second. He'll head to third. They'll keep him there. And Knight on board with a double.
Yeah, Nathan Rose tried to come over in the gap and just could not get it.
Yeah, it's probably a play that he just misjudged. It looks like he came in. It was a tough run. He had a lot of room to cover, a lot of ground to cover.
Yeah, and it was also a tough play for Fritz to make sure that he didn't catch it.
Check swing, and Noah Reitmeyer unable to hold up. That'll be strike one. Runner at second and third, nobody out.
And once Fritz realized that, he scooted over to third base easily.
That one inside. Count evens at 1. One pitch. And that one misses. 2-1. Chopped to short. Fielded and high throw will score 1 run, and the runner will be safe at first, and we'll have runner at third. So the lead goes to 9-1.
Yeah, that's Jacoby Nolan, who moves back from second base to shortstop and just had too much time. And, boy, he put that ball, that was a riser, and it just hit underneath the fence there behind first. So only one base runner could actually advance. That was Knight.
The runner's at the corners. Still nobody out. Another run comes across, 9-1. And Waldeck now pops one up. Rose comes in, makes the catch. Runner will tag, and the throw will be cut off. So another run scores as Waldeck an RBI single to center, or an RBI fly out to center.
Yep, sac fly. And that's the first out of the inning.
The runner stays at first, 1 out. And the lead is now 10-1. And Sam Willis comes to the plate. He's 0 for 2 with the walk.
And if you're keeping score with us, Rittmeyer gets an RBI on that error because the runner would have scored regardless of the defensive play.
They're going to appeal a third on the tag. And umpires aren't doing anything. Apparently he's safe. They're trying to say he tagged left too early on that sac fly, but both umpires didn't even signal safe or out after the appeal.
He's keeping to his opinion to himself.
That one upstairs for a ball.
Actually, the home plate umpire, that's his call.
I think that's what he pointed down.
Yeah.
Foul down the left field line.
Reminder fans, please
count
return all
evens
foul
at 1-1.
to your team's dugout. Thank you.
1-1. And that one taken downstairs for a ball, 2-1. That one hit down the line, and again, foul, 2-2.
It's the Triton, the picture of the Triton mascot over in the bullpen area.
Oh, I thought that was a picture of you over there, Thomas.
No comment.
That's the pass ball. Runner gets over to second.
take me about 10 years to grow a beard like that.
But I know you have a trident like that hanging on your wall.
I do, actually.
3-2, full count, 1 out, runner at second. That one swung on and missed, strike 3. Willits goes down for the second time today on strikes.
Yeah, I like the way Aguilar challenged the batter there. Threw something up high, see if he would chase, and he did.
Now Trey Blackford will come to the plate.
That's a big run for Tri-City on second base. They can get him in.
Blackford is 0 for 3. Struck out his last plate appearance. Top half of the 6-inning D5 championship game. We'll have D4 scheduled to start at 3:30. That one inside, ball 3. Three-0 pitch. That one taken down the middle for a strike, 3-1.
Yeah, taken all the way by the batter.
Blackford, the number 9 batter. Ryan Curry waits on deck, the leadoff batter. Trying to get an opportunity this inning, and he will with ball 4 to Blackford. And that brings up Ryan Curry, who is 0 for 4.
Second baseman Ryan Curry.
Reached on an error in the second, but the that one hits sharply to center, and it's going to drop for a base hit. One run is going to head home, and he'll score to make it an 11-1 advantage. An RBI single for Curry.
Yeah, that's his first hit of the afternoon, and it was a solid one right up the chute into center field, and easily scoring was the base runner.
The pitcher,
Chris Doyle comes to the plate. He gets a round of applause from his fans. Had that no-hitter going into that last inning before that single.
Yeah. Did a nice job.
And there's strike 1.
Still doing a nice job.
Yeah, he's 2 for 3. Reached on an error. Stole a base. Doing it all today. That one inside.
Yeah, and he was in that weird rundown to end the second inning. He was a base runner.
1-1 pitch. That one chopped foul. Looked like one off his foot. Looks like he's going to be okay.
So with that run scored now, Tri-City has a 10-run cushion on Mountain Empire.
1-2 pitch. And that one just misses. Count evens at 2. Zach Reitmeyer waits on deck, who is 2 for 4. And Doyle will go down looking. So that will do it for the top half of the 6th. We'll step aside. It is all Tri-City Christian, 11-1.
Coaches teach your kids to dream. Coaches teach your kids to overcome. Coaches teach your kids good sportsmanship. Coaches teach your kids proper technique. But who teaches your coaches?
Take two, Mark.
I guess.
I go like this.
The best part about playing football in Texas has to be the reaction from the community.
I want to encourage others to play volleyball or choir because you get to experience new things and do stuff that you've never done before. My reason why is passion.
My reason why is pride.
Back here on the campus of UCSD. This one is getting to the final stages. Mountain Empire running out of time as they trail by 10 in the bottom half of the sixth inning. And they only have one hit that coming by Ryan Sawyer, but the inning ended after the runner tried to advance and was thrown out at home. So it'll be the number 2 batter, Jacob Nolan, leading things off here, who's 0 for 2.
Yeah, they really got to execute now their final 6 outs of the season. It looked like they thought they were going to have a run there in the bottom of the 5th, and just a great defensive play by Brandon Knight, the right fielder, prevented that from happening. But they did get 3 base runners in that inning.
So 1-0 the count. That one inside 2-0.
Have a new pitcher, Brandon Knight, the right fielder.
Yeah, Knight comes in. So I'll let you pull your Scooby-Doo detective work and find out who went where. And Knight falls behind 3-0. So he's replacing Doyle, who had an outstanding day.
Yeah, and his warm-up was throwing that bullet from right field to home plate.
3-0 pitch. That one taken down the middle, strike 1, 3-1. That one hits sharply, and that's going to fall for a base hit. Nolan hits it solidly to center, and the leadoff man is on for the Redhawks. And that brings up Wyatt Mann, number 3 batter.
Number 21, Wyatt Mann.
Mann is 0 for 2. But he does have the lone RBI for Mountain Empire.
Yeah, the subtle change here is this Brandon Knight coming in as the pitcher and Chris Doyle moving the right field.
Nice and simple. That was too easy for you.
Anybody could solve that.
Mann hits a chopper. Fielded by the shortstop. Fritz touches second and over to first for a double play. So Mountain Empire gets a leadoff runner on, and that comes to an abrupt end as Mann grounds into a double play.
Yeah, that's a 6-6-3 double play. Nicely done there by Fritz. Really, fielded it. That's a tough play because he has to charge inside, field the baseball, then look for the bag, and then throw a strike to his first baseman, Willis, for the putout.
And that brings up Trevor Elliott, who takes that one high and in, ball 1. One-0 pitch. That one hit a mile-high foul out of play. That hit the same Camry?
I lost it. There are people looking and like, oh my God, that's my car.
That one almost hits Elliott, but takes it ball 2. 2-1. And just missing 3-1. Knight gave up the single and then got the double play, and now he's behind 3-1. It's Elliott. Aguiar waits on deck. 3-1 pitch is chopped to third. Foul. The full count. Full count pitch is popped up. Shortstop Fritz calls everybody off, makes the out, and that will do it for inning number 6. We'll step aside. We'll come back with the 7th in just a sec here on the NFHS Network.
Just a reminder, kids who participate in high school activities tend to go a little farther than those who don't. Take part. Get set for life.
Back on the NFHS Network. And it's a 10-run rule, but I think they're still going to continue to play. I think that's what the umpire was talking with. So Mountain Empire comes back onto the field, and we still have another inning left. So it's at top of the 7th here. And Tri-City Christian will have 3, 4, 5 batters, Reitmeyer, Fritz, and Knight. A little confusion there as the PA announcer announced the final score and stats. And I thought it was a 10-run rule came into effect, but this late in the game, they continue to play.
Yeah, usually, I mean, he was thinking it was a 10-run rule, but
It's easy to spot people who participated in high school sports and activities.
Right on time.
They learned important lessons like leadership, teamwork, respect.
Hey, our meeting moved to 10.
We'll be ready.
Values that last a lifetime.
We need to focus on 3 factors.
Support high school sports and activities in your community. When kids take part, they get set.
All right, officially back here for the top half of the 7th inning. Zach Reitmeyer, Eric Fritz, and Braden Knight are the scheduled batters. And the first pitch is swung on, popped up. Nolan calls everybody off, makes a catch, out number 1. Quick out there, brings up Eric Fritz, who's been on base all 4 times. 2 walks, single, and hit by pitch.
Number 14, Eric Fritz.
That one hits the corner, strike 1. That one low and inside, evens the count up at 1. That one hits the corner, 1 and 2. Fritz trying to keep his perfect streak at the plate alive today.
Yeah, two walks, a hit, and a hit batsman.
One-two pitch is chopped to second base. Fielded and over to first for the easy out. 2 away. And now Braden Knight comes up, who's 3 for 4. 2 RBI singles and a double to go along with the fly out.
Braden Knight.
Plus throwing a runner out at home plate.
And on the mound that last inning, got out unscathed.
Yeah, got helped out by his shortstop, Eric Fritz. Made an outstanding defensive play. Set up a double play.
2-0. Yeah, that one hits him. So Knight gets on base after being hit by a pitch. That's I think the third one. Second one, there's one on the other side. So 2 for Tri-City, and Mountain Empire has 1.
No, you're right. It was the third one. Fritz got hit in the 6th.
Oh, there it is. Yeah, I missed the Reitmeyer, Knight, and Fritz all got hit by pitch.
Think we're going to get a pinch runner here. Two comes out.
And there it is. It's going to be
Josh Brown, number 12.
So Brown goes to first.
Your attention, please. Pinch hitting for Reitmeyer, number 2, Dom and Pinocchio.
And we'll have a pinch hitter. So Noah Reitmeyer will come out, and it's going to be Dom Antonecchia, the freshman, coming to the plate. So runner at first, 2 away. Freshman getting some playing time. Let's see if he takes advantage of the opportunity here. Swung and missed on that one. Evens count at 1. Smallest guy on the roster, listed at 5'3", 95 pounds. He has only a freshman will have some time to get a little bigger there, but he's getting an opportunity here in the D5 championship game. That's impressive that the freshman in here getting an opportunity.
Yeah. He could get Jersey Mike's all summer to get built up.
That one evens accounted 2. Two pitch is taken for a ball. So pitch hitter coming in here works the count full.
Yeah, good eye here for the freshman. Big moment for him.
Runner goes, and just staying alive, fouling that back.
Yeah, the runner was going. The pinch runner Brown was moving on the pitch.
That one is hit to right for a base hit.
Nice going.
The ball gets past the right field there.
Whoa.
The runners will advance a station.
Well,
the freshman comes in with a pinch hit single to right field.
Yeah. You know what happened there? Brown didn't realize that the ball went past the right fielder and was heading back towards second as he took a turn there. And then when he saw the batter coming towards him, then he took on towards third base. So nice piece of hitting there. And with 2 outs, you got runners now at second and third.
And Waldeck will come to the plate. And that one hit hard to short, but making the catch for out number 3 is Nolan. And that will do it for the top half of the 7th. So Mountain Empire will have one final chance as we come back to the bottom of the 7th.
Coaches teach your kids to dream. Coaches teach your kids to overcome. Coaches teach your kids good sportsmanship. Coaches teach your kids proper technique. But who teaches your coaches?
Bottom of the 7th. Last opportunity here for the Redhawks. Aguiar is at the plate. Takes first pitch for a ball.
I think that ball hit the umpire right underneath his mask. Looked like it ricocheted off the dirt right underneath his mask, like in his throat area.
Looks like he's going to be okay. Wipes off the plate. And Aguiar hits one, but line drive right to third, and Waldeck makes the out. One away.
Yeah, it's been that type of afternoon for the Redhawks, huh? Hit the ball solidly, but right at the third baseman, and that's about the third play for Waldeck in this game.
Sammy
that
Jones.
one was a little bit easier than the other two, excuse me.
Sammy Jones at the plate. Swings. It can't hold up. Checks the swing, but it's going to be strike one. That one misses. 1-1. One ball, one strike, one out. Bottom of the 7th. That one taken for a ball. 2-1. And that one misses, so 3-1. Knight with a 10-run advantage, 11-1. 2 outs away from winning the D5 title. Three 1 pitch. Yeah, that one's in there for strike two. And one down for ball 4, so Jones gets on base. Yeah, I think in Estrada with 2 strikeouts or I think we may actually have a
pinch hitter.
That's a pinch hitter. No, I think it is going to be Estrada. No, it is pinch hitter. Jerry Snow, sophomore. 5'11".
Number 15, Jerry Snow.
5'11", 195, big size for a sophomore. Runner first, 1 out. And Snow takes that one for strike one. That one misses 1-1.
Knight's been a little bit inconsistent with the strike zone since he's come on into the game as a pitcher.
Now that one up and in, 2-1.
He gave up the hit to Nolan, then he got aided by that double play by his shortstop. And now he has a 1-out walk here.
Oh, way outside, 3-1.
Snow thought it was ball 4.
Three 3-1 pitch. That one taken for ball 4. So back-to-back walks.
Looks like we're going to get another pinch hitter. Nick Rose. Sophomore outfielder. And Estrada's going to actually run for Snow.
Meeting at the mound after back-to-back walks. Mountain Empire is just not swinging. They're going up there and they're taking everything, and they need base runners. Why not? Knights haven't been able to find the plate consistently.
Now batting number 6, Nick Rose.
And the first pitch taken for a strike. Rose swings through that one, 0-2. And swung through it, strike 3. So Knight, after that mound visit, fires 3 straight strikes.
That amazes me how that happens. Just a few subtle words kind of, settle him down, and he's a different pitcher.
Mountain Empire down to their final out. Nathan Rose now swings and misses for strike 1, so 4 straight strikes. That one inside, 1-1. Yeah, that one inside, 2-1. And that one chopped to short. Bobbled and unable to get the out at second. Fritz was trying to get the force out at second, but I think he looked to throw it before he corralled it and keeps the game and inning going.
Yep, everybody's safe. Moving the third is Jones. Estrada to second, and Rose is on at first. Reached on an error. And I'll bring up Ryan Sawyer.
Bases loaded. That one swung on and missed. Looked like he helped him out a little bit there. It looked like out of the zone.
Yeah.
Oh, 1 pitch. That one hit a mile high. Charging in and making the catch is the right fielder Doyle, and that will do it. So the bases are left loaded, and the game will end. Tri-City Christian wins it 11-1. They're your Division 5 San Diego section champion. So congratulations to the Eagles of Tri-City Christian.
Yeah, great effort. It all led by their starting pitcher, Chris Doyle. Doyle had a no-hitter go all the way through until the 8th inning, and he also on the afternoon did it with his bat as well, as he had 2 hits and 2 runs scored and a run batted in, a couple stolen bases. So just a great all-around effort there for Doyle, the pitcher.
And he gets my vote for player of the game, again, dominating offensively and on the mound as well. So congratulations to the Eagles. Congratulations to Mountain Empire as well. Had a great season to get to this point. And unfortunately, their run ends here today, but they have a lot of underclassmen that will be back next year. And good head coach in Chris Nolan. You got to think we might see them back here next year.
Yeah, they just ran into a tough pitcher, and when you gave up the 2 runs in the top of the first, they got 1 back, but after that they were pretty well silent until the end of the game offensively, and their pitchers just had a hard time throwing consistent strikes across the plate.
And then Tri-City Christian the same way. They only lose 1 player. Zach Reitmeyer is gone, and everybody else will be back next year. So you very well could see these 2 teams in the same situation next year. So congratulations to Tri-City Christian, and that will wrap up our broadcast as we'll get ready for the Division 4 baseball title, and that one will be scheduled to start at about 3:30, so I want to make sure you stay tuned for that. My broadcast partner, Thomas Conroy, I'm Andrew Jensen. We'll see you in a little bit here on the NFHS Network.